welcome back to episode 10 of the Is Yours Gold podcast, where we discuss all things Arsenal. My name is Aaron, and I'm joined by my co host Harry. How are you feeling today, man?
Very good, man. Back of a perfect month for the Arsenal, so yeah, can't complain. What about yourself?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Fresh off a nice win. But yeah, let's just get into it, man. It was actually a game I was at, people. Mad. I know it's crazy to say, but when you saw the lineup, how's you feeling, Harry?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the fact that you got tickets to that. What did you go on ticket exchange or what? What did you do?
Yeah, I was on the ticket exchange. I've never won a ballot before. Yeah.
So you had to
I had
look.
to
So
search. I had to search.
this
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
first of the season.
yeah. First of the season. Listen, the prices weren't too bad. 30 quid. It's decent.
That's not bad to be fair for it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for a round of round of 16 cup game. That sounds pretty good to me. Is that your first? But when's the last time? Is it not when we went the Liverpool game?
Oof.
The last time.
Last time, probably pre-season. I went a pre-season fixture. I
Oh
think.
yeah. I forgot about
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, against Monaco. But
Um,
yeah. How's you feeling when you saw the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I was more than happy. More than happy to be fair. I loved the rotation. It was what I ideally wanted going into this game. I didn't want him to, you know, play the players that have been in week out in the Premier League and the Champions League. This is time to rotate and have some rest for them. But I did not expect some of the names. I think most notably the striker. Is it Harryman
Yeah,
Anus? Something like that.
Harryman and New, 17 years old.
I think he did well. But I mean, we'll go on to that. But apart from that, yeah, Capia and Mosquera partnership, I think was expected, and I'm happy that I saw it. Ben White coming back in was something I'd like to see. MLS, nwaneri, even Dowman getting his first start. He's the youngest ever player to start for the Arsenal, I think.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, more than happy. More than happy. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I agree. So that game, believe it or not, people, that marked the 250th game in Carabao Cup history for the Arsenal. 10 changes, like Harry said, following the previous match against Crystal Palace. Max Dowman becoming the youngest player to start a competitive game for Arsenal, 15 years old and 302 days. Can you believe that, guys?
That is
That is
crazy.
crazy. Andre Harriman Anus making his debut for the team. We played well. We'll get into that. And the new fresh centre back pairing. So it's good. And I forgot to mention Mikel Merino captaining the side for the first time. So that's something different.
Yeah.
No,
Who was the one person that remained? Sorry, I know you said 10 changes. Who was it?
Eze was the only one.
Eze.
He
Yes, that's
was
true.
the same in the lineup. But
hmm
yeah, are you happy to get into the game now?
Yeah, man. Let's go for it.
Yeah, man. Listen, before I get into the game, like I said, people, I was at the stadium. Rare, I know, but I'm not happy with the Brighton allocation. They took up the whole of the clock end. You see that bottom bit? It wasn't just the away section; it was the whole bit. There was about 5,000 of them, and
Bloody hell.
I'm telling you. Do you understand? I have beef. We have beef with the people from Brighton. After I entered their waters, they're not happy with us.
Oh yeah.
We have beef with them. So how about you get out of my stadium, yeah?
No, that's true. Oh my god, that's a legendary pro. I forgot about that. Bloody
E-
hell.
Exactly. But yeah, I can't lie. The first half was a bit shaky. I can't even lie. Kepa having to make two big saves. One from Baleba, and then he had a 1v1 versus Georgina Rutter. Um, it wasn't looking good, man. What do you think about the saves?
I'm. Yeah, I mean, I think Norgard started off the shakiest. You could definitely tell a drop off, and he had a couple of misplaced passes where they had a quick counter, and they really should have scored. I know there's one chance he was literally one on one the striker, and he just doesn't even like. I think Kepa saves it, but regardless, it was a terrible shot. I mean, it was never going in. So I do think we got away with it there. You can definitely tell that the difference between their first team, because I know that they had changes, but for the most part, uh, like it wasn't as much as us, but they definitely had some good players in there. But you could tell a drop off a little bit, and I think Kepa. I mean, that's the class really you get from signing a goalkeeper who was used to being a number one week in week out, and obviously as a backup now. I think he showed it. That he had some really great saves, kept us in it in that first half because honestly, I think we definitely should have been at least 1-0 down. They had some great chances. Even that corner off of I think Van Hecker, he jumped
Yeah,
quite high.
yeah,
I think that definitely should have gone in. But yeah, apart from that, yeah.
yeah. No, I agree with everything you said. It was a shaky start, and you can definitely tell the drop off in quality, which is not good. But you got to be forgiving of these players. These players, like the likes of Norgard, they haven't had a lot of minutes. So I mean, what can I say? But for me, I think we just gave the ball away far too many occasions in that first half. It was very just like just a bit reckless, something we haven't seen. And yes, it's because we have, players that are playing with each other, they never started before. But honestly, we could have easily been 2-0 down. I'm not lying, people. We could have been 2-0 down. As Harry said, Brighton had very, very good chances. But we grew into the game, and throughout the first half, the only positive I can really say was probably Max Downman. Like, honestly, I was lucky enough to be on the same side as him. He was the only outlet. I mean, we're spraying long balls to him, which is a bit demanding because he's going up against a centre back in the Kuipa or the Kappa, however you pronounce it. But he did well, man.
Yeah, I was very impressed by Max in the first half. I think he was very positive, taking on his man every time. I know I've seen some criticism online saying that it might have been quite a selfish performance. I wouldn't go as far to say that because I think as a player that you're such a young age, all you really know what to do is to play for yourself and you want to make a mark, and that's his opportunity. So I can understand the point of view of him wanting to continuously take on defenders and, showboat. That's what he wants to do. He wants to really prove himself and show what kind of a talent he is. And I think he was our main and dare I say only threat in that first half. And I was
Yeah,
really, really happy for him to be fair.
yeah, and that was the sort of perception. That was how it was perceived in the stadium. Like whenever he got the ball, it's like the crowd just lit up. Do you remember when we went to that Everton game and we kept on feeding the ball to Saka and was like, just Saka, please? Honestly, that's
Yeah.
how it felt. It just felt like Downman. It felt like he was the man who can. Do you understand?
The
Felt like
lifeline, yeah.
yeah, he was the only one. Like if we was gonna get a breakthrough, it was coming through him. I'll be real. I couldn't really see the light anywhere else.
I get
But
that.
moving into the second half, this is where things got interesting. We made a breakthrough, and that goal was class, man. What do you think about it?
I think, oh yeah, it was an unreal goal. It might be in terms of general play and like link ups, that might be the nicest looking goal we've had this season. Unless I'm forgetting someone, but like lovely little combination between Marino, Miles, and nwaneri. I think the keeper probably should do better. Like when it first went in, I thought it really was quite a slow shot. It crept in, and you could see Jason Steele was quite pissed off of himself after he let it in. But don't take it away from the players. I mean, that was a great little bit of link up there and it's what we needed because you could tell that game was slowly like we definitely improved in that second half, starting to do stuff and starting to threaten. But yeah, we just needed that little bit of quality, and luckily, Nwaneri bought it. And yeah, I'm really, really happy for him because I think he did need a goal just to prove himself a little bit more. He's definitely one that, although he might not be happy he's not getting game time, he's still a massive role into the squad. And I'd like to see more from him to be fair this season. So I'm happy that he was able to perform.
Yeah, I'll touch on Ethan Wanyo after the game when we discuss, player performances and people who I want to mention. But yeah, I mean, I saw one Brighton fan. He was mad. Like he posted on TikTok, "This is what happens when you have, steal and goal." And I can't lie, it made me laugh. But it was a brilliant team goal. I mean, Marino, I can't lie, ever since the internationals, he's been a bit different. Like, I'm not trying to say too much, but I think, he's a quality player and he turns up at the right moments. That's all I'll say about him.
I am starting to change my perception of Marino. I really did think this after that game specifically, because when you look back at it, Marino, the amount of goals he scored for Arsenal and the amount of games he's been able to contribute in helping us win, he will go down as a great, great signing. Like when you look back on it in years to come, he'll go down as very much reminds you of an Aaron Ramsey who just chipped in there and there, got goals when we needed him to, and he's very much a different kind of player. I think Ramsey is a bit more skillful maybe on the eye. But yeah, I'm trying to changed my perception of him into maybe before we'd be like, oh, Marino's playing, lack of quality in that midfield, but now he's looking a threat constantly, and I'm changed my opinions on him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I was never of the ilk that he was. Listen, none of us ever thought he was a bad player. Just to make that clear, he's a Spanish international. It's clear he's got quality, but we just, I don't know, we just always felt like he could just do more. There's so
Yeah,
many performances where it's just a 5 out of 10. It's like it's never bad. It's a bit like a El Neni. It was never bad,
yeah.
but it was never good. But I don't know. Since internationals, then he's banging in hat tricks. He looks like a different player. Like goal against Newcastle. I mean, this guy. I don't know, man. He's changed. But
I think so. Just to add, I think it was the
yeah,
timing of the signing as well, really, because that was
yeah,
the season where we wanted to go and win it, and we were so underwhelming in attack that we kind of thought, oh, Marino, that's it. That's all. That's all we're bringing in.
yeah.
So I think it was just purely it was a victim of the time when he was signed, but now it's looking better and better. I'm really, really happy to have him.
I mean, I believe he was signed in the same window as Calafiori, right?
Yeah, him, Calafiori, Sterling.
Yeah, it's the same story of Calafiori. I know he didn't feature, but like he was the same thing. Now he's balling out, whereas before there was a lot of question marks over him.
Yeah, true.
But in the second half, we made a triple substitution, and the star boy Bukayo Saka, he comes on, and he just does what he does best. People, he puts the ball in the back of the net after I think it was a noose. He had an attempt and it was saved by the keeper. But Saka is just he's just the man who can.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the youngster Noose up top and he was through there, I did think to myself, he's going to dink it. It's a very much an Nketiah kind of area. You know how we used to sometimes when he got through, he lift it over. But obviously,
Yeah,
with how young he is, how inexperienced he is, that will come in time. And it's a decent attempt, and then Saka's there for the rebound. I think just perfect. I really do. I've got to shout out Arteta's substitutions that game to really confirm
yeah.
the win because you could tell that Brighton were going to try and go for it, and we just wanted to wrap up ASAP so that we can kind of put our foot off the gas a little, take it off, and go into a lesser gear. But yeah, he does what he does best, man. He's clinical, and that's what he does. Bukayo
Yeah.
Saka.
Saka, man, he's the GOAT. There's a reason why he's got, a brand new bumper contract to number 7. He probably sells the most shirts out of everyone in the club. Probably him and Rice. But yeah, man, like you said on the manager, yeah, really good substitutions. And I feel like since the West Ham game, you just changed, man. He's just more sort of proactive and he's not going for that pragmatic approach. He's letting the players have a go. And even with someone like Ethan Nwaneri, I can't lie, I was getting a bit frustrated with him, and a lot of fans were. He gave the ball away a couple of times and all that, but the manager let him persist and he let him keep playing, and he got his goal in the end.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put faith in the players, and luckily, this time he was rewarded with it. And yeah, I know what you're saying about Nwaneri there. Especially, I can tell just the atmosphere. Sometimes you do kind of get that if a player continues to make the same mistakes, you kind of do get a bit frustrated, and it does definitely show. However,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just glad he was able to get something out of that game because he needed it.
But yeah, but honestly, it's not down to Ranieri though. This is what we mean when he needs minutes, because when you don't have minutes, your in-game decision making becomes worse. And it was evident that yesterday he was not on it, people. I know he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the goal, but yeah, but he did well to get the goal. But is there anyone you wanna shout out before we move on?
No, nothing really. Another clean sheet. Happy days.
Happy days. Listen, I would like to shout out Mosquera, man. You see that last ditch tackle he made?
Yeah, yeah. Was it after we gave it away?
Yeah, after he gave it
Yeah.
away. Crazy. But
I was happy with that. Yeah.
fresh new centre back pairing. Shout out them both. Another clean sheet. I had a few, just stats to just read out. So in
My days.
Arsenal in October, 6 games. Yeah, I'm gonna just read them out quickly. 2-0 win versus Olympiacos. A 2-0 win versus West Ham. A 1-0 win versus Fulham away, 4-0 win at home versus Atletico Madrid, 1-0 win at home versus Crystal Palace, and obviously Brighton yesterday, 2-0. 12 goals scored, 0 goals conceded. A perfect month.
What a month. It's probably the best month I've seen in years as an Arsenal fan, results wise, especially. And even some of those results in there, really, really hard fought wins. The Fulham one, the Palace one. Yeah, you can't have it better, to be honest. I'm so happy, and I just hope it continues. I hope we can really we've set the bar really high now, and we've just got to keep that standard. Try build off of it, a bit more momentum off of it. But yeah, honestly, such a great month, and a deserved manager of the month nominee for Arteta. I promise you, he's not going to win it. It's going to
Nah,
be Amarin. You know,
yeah.
it's going to be Amarin. I'm saying it now. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind because the manager of the month curse is real. It
It's
is a
real.
real thing. So
Yeah.
listen, let him have it.
Listen, let Amram have it. Like I said on the last pod, the DJ is finally cooking. Do you understand? I'm hearing the music. I'm seeing something. But just going back on that stat, by the way, we actually set a record. We was the first team in English top flight history to do that. 6 games. Do you understand? With no goals, no goals conceded.
Damn,
That's crazy.
it is
But
mad.
yeah. I mean, let's just move on. Next game, Burnley. What is it? A 3 p.m. kickoff, I believe.
Yeah. Before that, can I just touch on one little thing?
Of course, man, of course.
The rivals. I just want to say, Liverpool. It's happened again. It's happened
How
again.
did I forget? How did I forget?
I'm
Oh crap!
I'm loving this downfall. 3-0. Palace come to the Emirates. They don't get a sniff. They literally don't. I mean, they had a few chances here and there. 3-0. And I know it's a different side. I know that. And to be fair, what is Slot thinking with that lineup? I don't have a clue. Like, when I saw it, I genuinely thought, is he trolling? But listen, they're out of another cup competition, or well, the cup competition, and I think it makes it even better looking the bracket now for us because that's another team who they got to the final last year. They're a team that have won it in previous years quite often. So I'm looking at this competition now, just rubbing my hands together, saying, listen, it's definitely taken if you want it. And there's still a couple good teams in it, but I want this. I want this trophy. I feel like you're the same as well.
Listen. I got interviewed outside the stadium. A guy asked me a similar question: is the Carabao Cup important? Harry and I are of the same ilk. We want all the trophies. We've gone through a lot of suffering. 2020 lockdown football, Europa League final, embarrassment against Chelsea, Man City 5-0 at home. I was on holiday. I'll never forget these things. Guys, just give us the trophy. But you just reminded me actually, the draw. We drew Crystal Palace. We just
Yes.
played them. What do you think about that?
I don't think it definitely could be worse. I would say that.
Mm.
Palace are going to take this very seriously though, because Glasner, you can tell he's hungry for more. Like he really has instilled a mentality that these cup competitions they've proven they can win it, and they against the big sides. They beat City in the final. They're now 3 in a row. They've beaten Liverpool. The one team they haven't beaten in a minute is us. So I think it's going to be quite a challenge, but it depends how we look at it. If Arteta says, okay, no, we've got to go strong here, we'll beat him. I know we will.
Yeah.
But a couple changes, that's where you could say, okay, this might become a contest here. I'm gonna try and get tickets, by the way. If you want to do that, I might sign. If you're down, I'll sign us both up, and
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Do you know when the date of the fixture is?
it's in December at some time.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
let's do it.
but when the ballot will come out, I'll shout you. But yeah, excited for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, like I said, if we go strong, I'll be real. I always put myself on the line. I always just say things with chest. I'm gonna do it. If we go full strength, like in this Carabao Cup competition, I think we're winning it. I said
Yeah,
it. I said it. I think we're winning it. But if we rotates, then I don't know what's gonna happen. But
mm,
yeah, that was all things Carabao Cup performances, managers, players. I think we can safely move on to our next fixture, Burnley. Like I said, I
Burnley.
think it's a 3 p.m. kickoff. Good old Scott Parker. He's a good man.
Good
Um,
dude.
he's a good man. Burnley last 5 in the Premier League, 2 wins, a draw, 2 losses. So not the most consistent team. I believe they're sitting 16th in the table. Why do I always do this? This should be easy work. I said it. Should be easy.
No, 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 no.
Do
We're
it.
not doing that. We're not doing
I'm doing it. I'm
that.
doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay, well, I'm actually okay. The thing is with me, I'm always like this. No matter who we're playing, I'm like, okay, wait, we've got to be careful here because the crowds might
Yeah.
get up and they might be off the occasion. I remember when we were on that run in 23, 24, we played I think it was West Ham, then it was Sheffield United. We beat them like 6-0 back to back. before them games, I was like, listen, this could be a really hard game. But we all do that, you know. So I feel like I'm gonna be the same here, to be honest. Like the way I look at it on paper, you know, it's their first back-to-back wins so far this season. They're gonna be off on some. I mean, they don't exactly leak goals at home. I think they've lost
True.
one game at home in the Premier League all season and only
Mm.
2 goals conceded at home. It's a very different Burnley side, I think, to what we're used to.
Yeah.
Because, you know, recently in recent times, since obviously the departure of Dyche and that time where Company came in for them and had that season with them, they were a different kind of side. You know, they kind of just went up, down, up, down. So now I think they want to get that bit of stability back. And Scott Parker looks to have done that and they're looking strong. I don't think I'm going to underestimate them. They've got a lively team, but I think it's a good mixture of Premier League quality and experience, such as Carl Walker's there, obviously.
Mhm.
Even Dubravka, he's been great for them so far. The fact that
Yeah, he's been
he
good.
had his save, I don't know if you saw it. I think a nomination save of the season right now, or save of the month.
I haven't seen it. Mm-mm.
It was it looks very simple on paper, but it's the power. I think it's against Wolves. It's
Mm.
last minute of the game. I think Larson has it. It's a power right into the bottom corner, inside the box, very very close.
Mm.
And the hand he gets on it, he doesn't just parry it. He literally like keeps it as well. Really really strong glove.
That's
So I think
difficult. Yeah.
he's a great keeper. And yeah, like I say, you got that mix of Premier League experience with the kind of lively bit of youth in that. I think Foster and Jaden Anthony, and combined, I
Oh
think they're
yeah.
both the top goal scorers. So yeah, listen, I don't want to kind of just be a cliche and be like, oh, we've got to be careful. And I know you're putting your neck out the line, so I got to respect that. I got to respect that. I mean,
Listen. They ain't seen Gabriel and Saliba. That's all I'm saying.
that's the truth.
Wait till you buck into us. Listen. What I'm gonna say is that how do you think the game unfolds? Are we expecting Burnley to sort of sit back and counter attack? What do you think they're gonna go for it? Like, what do you think they're gonna do?
From what I've seen from Scott Parker's interview so far, or voice crack, sorry, is that he does not underestimate Arsenal. He takes us very seriously because the media was trying to ask questions regarding set pieces and do that kind of thing they've always done, but try to undermine us. But he was very serious and tried to just put that out straight away. Be like, no, listen, this Arsenal side, they are fluid. Just because you might not see them score goals, you know, like so beautifully. Their team as a whole is very, very fluid, and I agree with him. You got Calafiori on the right hand side sometimes. You got whoever we've got. The positions are all over the place, and I say all over the place very carefully because it's not just random. It's very strategic. Arteta's know what he's done. So I think he's going to take us very seriously. He's going to be very defensive. Just try and win those second balls. Maybe try and get, like you said, counter attack. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. They're gonna hopefully play for you know, I hope they just do the common thing that people do against us and really just get a bit frustrated. Like if we get that first goal, they'll try to change up and maybe they open up a bit, and then we can start have a rampage. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll be happy with a win. Another 1-0, I'll be happy. I don't really care.
Okay then. Well, yeah, that's some good insight, and it's good to know Scott Parker takes us seriously. He better, do you understand? Listen, if you watch the tactics on Arsenal, you'll see that it's very complicated how we play. A lot of rotation going on both sides between someone like Zubamendi, the left back and the right back. A lot of triangles being formed, but you can check that out, people. Let's get your predictions then. Like, what are you gonna go for?
Yeah, this is hard. I mean, first of all, let's just say Aaron's on the scoreboard. Last week's
Yes,
predictions
yes.
are in.
I used to pray. I used to
Let's
pray
get
for
them up.
times like this.
So
I used to pray.
we've got Aaron 2-0 prediction last time out, and I
Yes.
obviously went for 2-1. Stupidly, I don't know why I thought we'd concede. So that makes it. I think it's 2-1 now.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
on 2 correct scores. Aaron is on 1. So just like that, back in the game, easy. So I don't know now what to really go for. I think I'm gonna go for. I was debating it because it could be a mad game, but it could also be very tight. I'm gonna go for the mid. I'm just gonna say another 2-0.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I feel like 2-0 is the safe one, isn't it? Because you know, the chances of us conceding is low, but we're
Mm.
gonna score. Ooh,
It's just how
this is
many will score. Like, will it
yeah,
be? Will we actually, batter them,
yeah,
or will it be a very very tight game? Because like I said, they're gonna respect us, but it's whether or not they have the qualities to do so.
yeah. You know what? Yeah, I've been putting my neck on the line, so I have to back it with a scoreline. Yeah,
True, true, true.
I'm gonna say 3-0, 3-0. Yeah,
I can see that. Clean sheets though.
yeah. Clean sheets. That's one thing we have in common. 100%.
think we can be happy with that.
Yeah, so that's everything Burnley, and yeah, we haven't really got much to say on that. So people, listen, let me just say this: I appreciate everyone tuning in. Back to back videos. The numbers have been crazy, innit, Harry?
Yeah, I've been so glad. I mean, I woke
Yeah,
up a couple of days after the second podcast. Obviously, when Aaron did it alone, it became the highest view video so far. And then back to back, we then competed with that, and it's really looking good. So yeah, like Aaron says, appreciate all the support, and not just on YouTube, on everything. We're trying to stay as consistent as possible on everything. The TikTok, the Instagram, we're doing so well. So yeah, thank you all for that.
yeah. Oh, I keep on forgetting things. Just one more question before we end it off. Predicted lineup. Any changes? What do you think?
Mm, yeah, I think he has to go strong.
Mm.
Can't understate them. It has to just be the same team. Has to be. It'll probably go Trossard again, Gyokeres, Saka, Zubimendi, Rice, Eze. Then yeah, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Brea.
Same here. I agree. So, people, that's gonna round up episode 10. I appreciate, we appreciate your support. Check out our personal channels, link in the description. Check out, our Instagram, TikTok, Twitters. We're everywhere, people, delivering more content. Harry, anything else you want to say? Or
You've said it all, man. Said it all. Yeah, just check it
all
all
right then.
out, all the way. And yeah, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in to episode 10. We'll be back after the Burnley game in a bit.